I hope you take some time in your life to learn how to read music off the written page. I was lucky. I started in the 6th grade playing trumpet and learned to read single note lines, played up through high school. My dad bought an old guitar and bolted the necks together and taught me to play some cowboy chords around the campfire. Bought me a little book that had something called tablature in it. I'm sure you know what that is. And I learned to play like some James Taylor. I used to put my pinky down like this, like Tommy Emmanuel does, who is like amazing. But in college, I started playing the guitar and I had to learn classical music. So I had to get rid of this. And I had to do a piece for recital. So I chose a piece by this guy, Francesco Tárrega. And I chose a piece called Capriccio Árabe, Sonata para Guitarra. Now, if I had to learn it on tablature, which is this, I'm sure you know what that looks like. See, it's got the information there. Drop D tuning, DAD, GBE, 3/4 time. It's in 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. It does not have a key signature, however. It does have, you have to play the harmonic there. And it's on the 7th fret. There's 16th notes, and you play those frets for those 16th notes. So it's got the information there, but it's very synthetic. It just doesn't have a lot of feeling to it. You've got to try to read into it. I think, myself, I like this better. This is what he wrote. Much more organic. A lot more feeling to it. Andante, 7th fret. You strum that arpeggio, hrum like that. There's drop D tuning, 16th notes with the slurs, half note, dotted quarter note, 32nd notes, 3/4 time in treble clef, which most all guitars are in treble clef, I think. It's got 1 flat. That means it's in the key of F. F has 1 flat, or the key of D minor, which is a 6th away, by the way. D minor has 1 flat. It's a relative minor to F. Much more organic. And look, all of that stuff. There's thousands of books you can learn to play from. And also, I had to play in a jazz band at that time, so I had to read jazz charts. That's a jazz chart. And even if you just learn the notes for this, you could play that melody. This is the Saga of Harrison Crabfeathers by Steve Kuhn. Ba-dee-da-da-da-dee-da-da-da-da-da-da. And look, it's got no sharps or flats. 3/4 time, jazz waltz, E minor, that's in C. It's got no sharps or flats. Maybe it's in C or A minor. No, C major 7th. That's in A. That's in C. A minor. That's in C or A minor. So it's either A minor or the key of C. But look at this, a B flat, major 7th. That's not in the key of C. A B is in the key of C. And look at this, A flat, major 7th. That's not in the key of C either. So he wrote a piece that's just kind of outside. I don't know what it is. Oh, but look at this. Woohoo! E minor Aeolian. A mode. You solo in modes. I love it. What is that? E minor Aeolian. E minor. E minor Aeolian. What is Aeolian? I don't play like my Aunt Lucy. The 7 steps of a major scale, the modes, I don't play like my aunt. Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, Locrian, Aeolian, 6th step of a major scale. It's an E minor Aeolian. It's the 6th step of a major scale. So let's reverse engineer that. What's the E a 6th away from? It's a 6th away from a G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The sixth step of a G scale. So the Aeolian starts on E, but it is a G scale. Here's a G scale. But it starts on an E. That is the Aeolian E, minor Aeolian. Now let's look at one more here. Look at that, B flat Lydian. I love the B flat Lydian. Why? Because it's got that flatted fifth if I want. My favorite chord, B flat major 7, flat 5. Just love it. I don't know why. So what is a Lydian? Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian. It's the fourth step. I don't play like my Aunt Lucy. Fourth step, Lydian, B flat, major, Lydian, which is what? Fourth away from what? Fourth away from an F. Fourth away from the F. So it's an F chord, but it starts on the B flat. That's where that flat 5 comes in. I love that chord. So you see where we go with these modes? You can solo over The Saga of Harrison Crabfeathers by Steve Kuhn. Have fun, everybody.